Hi, welcome to another FPS with me, Yuni, and my good friend
Hi, it's me, Mock. I'm playing
once
Blink
again.
in this one, surprisingly.
What a shocker. And yeah, I am playing Zan and also Larry a bit because
Dual
m
wielding.
mo yeah. The majority of this is probably going to be Zan and Blink because of course it is. Like, of course it is. But also, Larry has things to say to Blink because they've been through some things.
Yeah, Larry
Um,
has a care.
he do.
That's best.
If you can believe it, it's not just the lamp who has feelings.
What?
Um, so let's start off with a bit like, how long do you think it's been since the dream vacation? Like,
Well,
is it the next day? Is it a few days later? What do you think?
somewhere between the next day and like 2 days. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I did the one with launch, it was like almost the same night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you listen to that one yet?
I started listening to it. I haven't finished it
Okay.
yet.
No, it's not. It's nothing crazy really happened, but they did have some
They
talk.
had they had some talk. Absolutely.
So yeah, probably yeah, like in the realm of like a next day or next 2 days,
Hmm.
whatever. Time exists.
Yeah, and you know, Larry, he has mostly been sticking around to make sure that Mercy has time to rest because she's been through a lot lately. And he promised that whenever she was ready to head out, he'd go with her.
Yeah.
Um, the promise was so that he could kick her butt if she went feral, but he's really doing it because he cares about her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Wild. No, Mercy's
Um,
good. You need a real friend who can
but
just kick your ass.
it's true. It's true. Sometimes
I'll
that's just
kick
what you
all of
need
my
on your
friends'
side.
asses. I'm looking at
I will
you. I'm
try
breaking the
to.
fourth wall, and I'm looking at you, both you, Uni, and you, the listener. I'll kick your ass. I love you. Anyway,
Um, so Blink, you are of course familiar with Zan's home and the people living in it, and what have you been up to?
Blink has probably fallen back into a semi-familiar pattern of like, helping out with chores and whatever. Um, at some point, I don't know if it's happened yet, but at some point he will have or will have to ask Zan about that potions room, that cauldron room. There's
Mhm.
a cauldron in the room now. He's
I
been
think
so interested
I
in it, but also there's so much else going on. He's like, no, we can't do that yet.
I feel like that's probably a conversation that may happen today.
Cool, 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 cool. He's definitely like peeked
Um,
his head in a couple times, maybe even while Zan was in there.
hmm
Like just
hmm. And you know what? I'm going to start with this. You're kind of maybe doing a peek in, and uh, Raleigh will come up and see you peeking in on there
from the other side or from
um,
behind.
from behind, and he goes,
Ah!
"Teach,
Oh, hi.
hey, um, has he told you about his new situation yet? I don't know how to describe it. Um, he's a collaborator, I guess.
Blink just kind of stares like I mean, obviously not.
Yeah, Jason, of course not. He knows it's a bad idea, but he keeps doing it, and no one will listen. Um,
Well, I'm sure Zan knows what he's doing. I mean, I've had a lot of stuff going on in the past couple days, so there's not much
yeah.
time always to say words.
Well, um, I guess I'm just giving you a heads up. Zan, he, he's doing what he does. He's being helpful and maybe being an idiot about it. So
Mm-hmm.
if you
Now just
can, let him know that he should stop being stupid, because none of us want that for him.
Blink thinks about it for a sec, just kind of nods, like, "All right, yeah, I could check that out."
And Raleigh gives you a little pat on the shoulder.
Yep,
And
Blink
at this
leans into
point,
it.
and Larry comes up like you. If you're peeking into the potions room, you're probably, uh, like what, in the kitchen or something, peeking in,
I think
something like that, I
their
guess.
doors are close to each other. I imagine a hallway, and then there's the potion room, and then like the next door, almost like how like a cul-de-sac,
Sure, sure,
and the
sure,
kitchen
yeah.
is the cul-de-sac, and there's a door that's the potions room, and that's like one of like a driveway to a house. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a better way to explain
I
this.
get what you mean. I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and at this point, Larry will sort of enter the space and sort of look at the situation, and um, he's Larry's been a little awkward around the other not tunes, mostly because it was a bad first impression that he got from them. Um, but he sort of gives Raleigh an awkward nod, and Raleigh gives you another pat, blink, and heads off.
Yeah, Blink.
um,
While Blink was looking between them and was like giving them both a thumbs up. Like, yeah, good, great. Look at each other. We're making progress.
things are going great. I'm sure it's fine. Um, and Larry, he comes up to you, Blink, and he goes, busy right now?
I mean, I think just for the sake of gags, I think Blink pulls out a big long like list of like a to do list. Of course, it rolls out and it rolls down the hallway and then down some stairs. It's very long. And he looks through it and he
Mm-hmm,
goes,
mm-hmm.
um, and then the water, and then I have to get the. Nope, I'm good. I'm free. He
And
like
Larry
tosses it.
helps pick up the to-do list and goes, cool. Let's go, I don't know, talk.
Oh, sure.
Um, and he just like turns and goes to exit the building. The little sort of patio that we've talked about is on the outside of
Mm-hmm.
the buildings. He just like he's right out there and goes and sits down and goes,
Blink also
have a seat, I guess.
Blink also sits.
Um, and for a minute, you just sit there in the silence.
Yup. Blink like twiddles his thumbs. So was there something specific, or you just like my company?
kind, uh, um,
He like twirls
yeah,
his
that.
eyelashes a little bit.
Yeah, you seem like an okay person, I think, probably. Um, I hadn't gotten to sort of been you've been helping out around here with all your buddies, and I've been um thinking we should, check in. Um, Stuff got a little bit crazy earlier in there, and um, you good?
And they're like in the house, or
No, like in Mercy.
ah. I mean, yeah, I'm okay. Do you want me to make like a deception check?
Yes, please do.
The problem is, I don't know if you want to do like a competing like insight, or if you just want to have this determine just how long like you know what I mean.
Uh,
That's a
oh,
21.
that's pretty good deception.
He's
I'm
good
pretty
at it.
sure. Yeah, I mean, I can have Larry roll insight, but he'd have to roll pretty darn good. We know how Larry is with rolling dice. We know how I am with rolling dice. Oh my God! That's a
Oh,
22!
oh my god,
The
Larry's freaking
dice
on
know.
it.
Yeah, Blink, you say yeah, you're fine. And it's the same you as always. You're always
This is normal.
fine.
This is the normal Blake.
And Larry just stares at you.
And Blake like looks back. There's this just extended period, I imagine, of just like the camera moving between them.
And finally, he goes, well, um, I'm sorry about um I don't know who that person was. I assume they were a friend, but um I'm sorry if it was like hard to see me bash their face in with a banjo.
Oh, uh, Casey. That that wasn't Casey. So it's okay.
No, it wasn't, but looks can make things confusing, and you were kind of taken in for a minute there, so I figured it probably wasn't a great feeling to see, even if it wasn't real, because even fake stuff hurts, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of does. But no, you don't have to worry or anything. Uh, it's okay.
Um, you you figured out my deal, right? At this point.
Do I want Blink to just say what it is very loudly? Is the question. I think he's got a little more tact than that. It's not as funny. It's just
Well, what does he do
you,
then?
you mean the whole? I think what he does. Uh, he the you mean the whole and he clicks on the light and makes like a little shadow puppet.
Larry sort of nods. Um, and he goes, um, the when I finished off that thing, it turned into a person that I don't know if I recognized, but I think I was supposed to. Um,
Oh,
I think I think that was someone I left behind, and it's been really weird figuring out how I feel about it. And I'm pretty sure, that big mess of noodles was just messing with us, and I'm really sort of cheesed off
yeah.
that it's working a little bit.
Blank's just like considering nod of his head. Yeah. Um. That's That's how they work. How combo works. I've met her before.
Yeah, I was there, dude.
Oh yeah. Uh, I forgot in the moment. Can you tell I'm a little bit tired?
uh, it's okay. Sometimes that's how it be.
Maybe Blink is just also very tired. Is the thing.
Yeah. I mean, it would fit considering what he's dealing with right now.
Yeah. That's true. Yes. Sorry.
Um, there he goes. I'm sorry, I'm not good at talking about this stuff, and we haven't really hung out, so,
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not.
no, I'm just, it's really cool of you that you helped out even though you don't really know us that much. And
Well, well, yeah. You're my friends.
mm, just, um, I've figured out some stuff on how to be friends, but I'm still not great at it. So, um,
I think you're very good at it.
huh. Well, if if you need anything, then just let me know. All right. Maybe I'm not the best for talking to about stuff, but
If I ever need
if you
my butt
need,
kicked, I will come find you.
yeah, yeah, I can do real good at that for you. As long as also please don't um, electrocute me in response because that was impressive. You can kind of kick ass too.
I think Blake like goes a little red. He's like, oh, that's shucks.
Um, Larry sort of tucks his legs underneath him and gives you a pat on the shoulder as well. He goes, yeah,
Hang on,
just
wait.
think
I'm gonna
about
do a
it.
quick mirror thing. Blink leans into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hell
um,
yeah, narrative.
narrative. Um, and there he goes. Just keep it in mind. Um, if you don't feel like talking to me, you should probably talk to someone, is all I'm saying. But uh, I'll catch you around. You seem like you have a lot to do.
Yeah. Uh, thanks, Larry.
He heads off.
Yeah, conversations.
Conversations. Larry does care.
No, I mean,
He's an awkward being.
talking's hard, man.
Hmm.
It's hard to talk when you're like, when you do know what you're doing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Hmm. Does Blink go now? Probably for time, and also I don't know.
It doesn't even necessarily need to be that he goes right now. We could jump cut montage to a later time.
Hmm. Maybe later in the day.
Hmm.
He did have a big
Um,
long to-do list. He's got to do some of those things.
yeah, let's say like Xan is, out working in the garden, maybe taking some vegetables for uh dinner tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And he sort of waves you over. Oh, Blink, would you mind helping me carry some of these?
Oh yeah, I could do that. He just
Thank
like
you so much.
yeah. Oh man, can I? This is silly. Can Zan do an insight check?
Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
This is
I had Larry's seat, now I need to pull
oh
up
no.
Zan's.
This is something silly I thought of earlier, and I was like,
Absolutely.
like even if
Um,
there's emotions, there's got to be jokes.
Dirty 20.
So Zan was in the middle of saying stuff when he like actually saw Blink start to come over. Uh, Zan can probably tell like right away that Blink's like not feeling great. Mostly because there was like a little uh like rain cloud on top of his head.
Oh my God. Blink. Oh, sweet boy. Um,
But
and
he's doing a really good job trying to hide it.
oh, honey. Um, and Zan pauses as he's you know, picking up the vegetables and looks over Blink and very carefully nudges the rain cloud so that it's watering some of the plants. He
Nice,
goes,
good.
um, is something on your mind, Blink?
Oh, ugh, man, do I want him to just like talk or do I want him to try the same BS that he did before? Um, I think. Okay, I
Uh,
think Blink is gonna like. Man, sometimes I think Blink is just gonna kind of like take a second and brain like I just did because
mm,
mood. Um, and he's gonna try and remember that conversation with Larry, and he's gonna go like, Sam, um do you remember when I told you about my friend Casey?
and he um nods. Yes, of course.
Um, they they were in Mercy's dream.
see. Um, I'm sorry, I can't imagine you were braced for that.
No. Um, and I didn't, I wasn't, you know, I waited till now to tell you about it too, cause I mean,
And it says, why don't we move inside? You can sit down.
yeah, okay. They do that.
Um, and then sort of finds you a place to sit in the study, and he just sort of sits beside you. And he goes, Blink, I.
Dream Casey said that they were waiting for me. And I don't know how much of that was anything. But
I
but
can't.
what if they are?
I can't. I can't guess at what Casey is experiencing and what they're going through at this time. What you what you should know is that the Dreaming Dark, they will use your greatest insecurities and fears and regrets to lure you to them.
So they'll prob- probably they'll probably use Casey.
Now that they have seen that part of you, yes. Um, Zan sort of holds his hand out as an offering to Blink.
Um. Hmm. I think Blink actually like hesitates for a sec because he's emotions.
Yeah, they won't push it.
I think he actually he asks Santa a question or whatever. I think he says like, Zan, this is silly. Um, you like having me around, right?
He like pauses, but only because he's like so taken aback by the question. He goes, of course I do. Blink, having you around has always been something I revel in. You have been nothing but a joy to have around.
Even even if I'm making things harder or bigger or more things.
Blink,
You have a lot that you already worry about, and I don't want to have to make you worry about more things.
blink.
But I'm worried that something's gonna happen to Casey because I don't even know if they're them anymore. But Columbus gonna come after them or something, and I don't want you to have to worry about that because you're already worried about everybody else, and you deserve to have not have things to worry about. So I
I'm. And he pulls you in for a hug and just holds you there for a moment.
yeah. Blink wasn't really looking at Zan. It takes a moment before he kind of settles in.
Understandable. Link is, you know, just wants to hold this poor lamb for a minute. And finally he says, Link, I I initially called you into this. I am the one who made you aware of all these things, and I
Yeah,
wasn't going
well,
to.
you're doing it again.
I'm not trying to say that I I was already in this, and I'm going to keep being in this. Your concerns and your fears and your problems, they aren't just for you to deal with. And I know I have my own bad habits of taking on a lot, but it's because because it matters so much, and you matter so much, Blink. You matter so much to me, and I cannot say enough. You may be worried about creating more, but you have already done so much to help. You
Yeah,
made so many of my fears and my burdens so much lighter by being around.
really. And it's like the first time he looks up at Zan. Really?
Truly.
Oh. He kind of like nods. I think he like kind of rests his head on Zan's, I don't know where he's at, chest.
Mm. He leans in and he says, also, Rory has gotten a lot better at chess since you have started playing with her, and she's very grateful for that. She wanted me to let you know.
That's good. You know, I try to to be strong and brave, but I don't know if I am. It's really hard. I'm glad that you like having me around, even if I can't be.
Then he's still holding Blink because
Oh yeah, no, they're in
uh
there now.
and he's just giving this sort of gentle rubbing circles on the back and oh, thank you. You have been immensely brave and immensely strong and being being afraid and having these very very real fears. They don't make you any less of that.
I don't know. I feel like I do a lot of running away. We had to run from. I mean, we had to run away from that party, and we had
And you came back for me,
yeah. Well,
Link.
I didn't really even do anything. I mean, Mercy's the one who carried me out.
Link.
I was a deer for a little while.
I was a tree for a little while.
Yeah, I think Blink does do a little like chuckle at that. The image in his brain is pretty good, actually.
um. Hmm. Zan pulls back a little bit just so he can like make sure you're making eye contact, and he goes, Link, you came back for me.
Well,
That
that's
was that was so much braver than I ever could have imagined anyone being for me. And I know things are still. I'm scared too, Link. There's still so much that I'm trying to figure out and trying to be ready for, and but you have been such a blessing to know.
hmm. I think Blink just kind of like. I mean, he does the thing where like he blushes again because he's compliments what. And I think he goes in for another hug and he says like, yeah, you too. Thank you, Zan.
Of course.
And we do a nice hug.
Yeah, for a while they're just right in there, the hugging.
I'm like, how do I do things?
And I think after a bit, um, Anne goes, um, if you like, I can show you something I've been working on.
I think, yeah, and I think Blink does like cock his head. He is interested.
Um, and uh, then very gently stands up and uh, holds out his hand for Blink to hold, just so that
Can
they
I
can keep being
can I actually paint you a word picture? Or not a word.
absolutely
I think when Zed stands up, Blink just like continues just holding on to him like a koala.
koala. He's a koala. Yes, absolutely. Oh.
Like Zan kind of goes to turn and he's like, wait a sec, Blink is still attached.
And he just smiles and lets you continue to cling because yes, yes, good.
Blink probably like adjusts himself so he's like a backpack. Does one of those.
um, and Zan leads over to the big mysterious cauldron that you've been peeking at, and he goes, "Now I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had a bit of a project in the works since you got here."
Uh huh. I had noticed.
Um, and the cauldron, yeah, the fluid inside is sort of starting to take on a yellow, almost sort of golden color, as it's simmering over this little magic flame. Um, he goes, it is a long and very toon-ish story how it got started, but this may be a solution towards um the initial problem that brought us together.
Oh, really?
Hopefully so. I received this vessel from someone who promised it to be a very powerful enhancer of what is made within it. So if this curative potion is successful, well, we're hopeful.
Does Blink pick up on the phrasing of that, or does he assume that it's like, hmm?
Hmm.
Oh man, come on, brain, think so good.
Come on, Brad, be so smart.
Yep. Uh, hmm.
You may also connect it with what Raleigh was saying before.
Oh yeah, no, you know what? Because of that, I'm actually allowing myself to do this. I think he does just do like he just goes, wait, we like he like
Oh,
just cocks his head.
um, well, um, the others are certainly curious about it. Marie has helped me with some. I did make a connection with another wizard who uh, his expertise has been instrumental in putting the potion together. Um, he sort of uh
Oh,
the
wizard friends.
circumstances the circumstances that got me this vessel. It's more of a shared project, but um,
Hmm.
you want to roll an insight check?
You know I would love to roll an insight check. I think Blink only gets a +1 on these. Yep, just double checking. 13.
13.
Middle of the road.
Um, yeah, you can, you've been around Zan. You could see there's a little bit of, you know, that awkwardness of his peeking in about the details. You can't exactly determine why, but he's being a little bit cagey.
So if they're another wizard, what kind of magic do they do?
Um, well, right now they actually don't practice much. That's part of why he wanted to make this potion. There's a bit of a Just putting a damper on his abilities.
God, do I want do I want Blink to be just like, oh yes. Oh my god, I just like, how good is Blink at connecting dots? I think it's funny if he's bad at it.
Oh man.
If Blake just goes, "Oh yeah, I saw something like that happen,"
Oh my God.
and this is how we bring it in.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw something like that happen. There was a skeleton guy, and he looked real bad, and he pushed me down a hole. It was really mean.
Stan like takes a second and is like, "Listen, we don't have time to unpack all that, but also let's unpack all that." And he goes, I'm sorry. Uh, we need to pack up a few steps here. Um, you skeleton where what hole? I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Blink like Blink takes just like a second to be like, "Oh yeah, Zan doesn't know all these things." He's like, "Yeah, well, there was a girl, and I helped her bring some paint cans back to her house, which was also uh, like a ruins, but kind of half ruins and half house. And then there was a skeleton, and then he scared me, and then we people started running away. So we went and checked, and there was a big hole. Um, and we fell down the hole the first time, and then he pushed me down the hole the second time." Blink like smiles like, "Yes,
I
I have done the explanation."
yeah. Oh, blink. And Zan is having a good old think. Um, goes, really?
I mean, I'm okay. We knew the hole brought me back to this world. I'm so sorry, Zan.
Yeah, there's a lot of just him like opening his mouth, like start trying to figure out something to say, and then having to stop and think some more.
And them too.
He
They also
goes,
were back,
I'm sorry,
but I
which
really
world
didn't
were
appreciate
you?
it.
Um, so I had to assume the hole took you to a different world initially.
Yes.
Wonderful.
There
And
were there were
he's
pigs, there was a dog. Um we brought the dog back home. I did, cuz I was going that way.
well, that's he. That was nice of you.
His
And
Yeah, his
he's
friends were really happy to see him.
oh God, there's just a lot of he's suddenly become very distracted and thinking very hard.
And Nari with the air horns.
Yeah, basically. Um,
Sorry, I was in a lot of places
oh,
in the.
I expect as much from you, and 30 words is rarely enough to encompass everything.
Mm-hmm.
This individual who pushed you down a hole, um, they were also unable to use their magic, you said.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like maybe it was no, and he was kind of mad about it. But you really shouldn't. You shouldn't take that kind of stuff out on other people. It's not very nice.
No, it is extremely unreasonable for someone to do that, I would say. Um, do you know around where you were when you ran into this person?
Do you mean the? Do you mean of the first time, or when we went down the hole?
Either.
I don't know where the hole went. But there was a town, up in the north. Mock forgets the word for west. Northwest. Um, Little quarter.
Good to know. Seems uh necromancer messing about with portals to alternate dimensions. Something well to keep in mind.
I don't know if it was his hole. Nope, can't say
Oh
that. We
no.
can't. Nope.
No.
I don't know if it was his portal. I mean, I guess by the
It may
logic of
not
it's
have
if
been
it's in
his
your
whole.
house.
It may not have been his whole. It may not have been made for him, but I think it's fair to assume he's doing something. Sort of some powerful magic to be messing about with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I also made
well.
a friend who's a pig.
Uh, Hold on. Keeping track. So you met a girl, a dog, and a pig, and a skeleton.
Yes.
Anyone
Also,
else?
also a rat.
Ah, a
And
full
who could forget
menagerie.
dear rat boy?
I wasn't braced for that.
I like wasn't either. Sometimes my brain works a little bit faster in the background.
Oh my God. And then he takes sort of a breath and um, goes, "You have been so many places that I can only hope one day to see." Um,
It was pretty
and
cool, but I don't
he
recommend actually going down the hall because it's like not fun.
noted. Um,
Bring some very soft clothing to land on.
why was it a bit rocky there?
Hmm. I'm trying to like remember.
It's mostly like Zan is trying to like he's very much doing a thing, but also like he doesn't want to distract from Blink telling about his experiences and things. So he's just like, "Tell me all about your what you've been up to. We haven't had as much chance to talk as we would like." Um,
No, I mean I think Blink does just go like, yeah, no, it was like the same as the other one, but like a just like also different. Also, if you have someone to catch you on the other side, is pretty good.
and Zan goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's about lunchtime, isn't it? Um, why
Oh
don't
yeah,
we get something to eat? You can tell me all about it. Oh, would you like some tea?"
I would love some tea. They
Oh,
get tea.
Blink, you are too polite for your own good sometimes.
It's not it's tea. It's not gonna hurt him. Only
Fair
emotionally,
enough.
spiritually.
Everyone who knows anything about tea is just like, why though?
And one of these days he'll. I like to imagine though. Sometimes Blink does make the tea. And Zan's like, "Wow, you make really good tea. I don't know how you do it."
He is very polite and doesn't say anything, but also he's like, this is so powerful. This is basically juice.
I think I'm good to end it there if you are.
Yeah, I think we hit.
We hit all our major talking points.
Oh, yeah, I think we're good. Thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah.
And Mark, I have said it many times before. I will say it many, many, many times more in the future. I love Lamp. I love Lamp.
I'm glad you love Lamp. Lamp is having a time, but Lamp is also full of love, both from you and from friends. It's good.
I and again, we promise not like we're gonna have some
We're
lighthearted,
gonna have
happy
some lighthearted.
times
I swear
next.
to God.
It's not all going to be all angst and drama all the time, okay?
They have a little bit. They have some time though. We gotta get it. We'll get a good one in there.
That
But
being
for
said,
now,
for now, Antler, you're in trouble, my dude.
ooh, you're in trouble.
Oh God, I'm very excited for that. But I'm gonna stop recording now. Thank
Yeah,
you
me
for
too.
listening.
Thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye.